if we're separate. Progressions can't be made. If we're separate forever. Progressions can't be made if we're separate forever.
So welcome, family, friends, and loved ones, to celebrate the wedding of Adam and Ellie. You have come here today to share this commitment they make to one another, to offer your love and support to this union and allow Adam and Ellie to start their married life together, surrounded by the people nearest, dearest, and most important to them. And now ask for your blessing on their decision to be married. Don't they look great? Don't they really? Yeah. I've got to stop a minute. Matches made in heaven, I think. Right, declaration of intent. Serious stuff now, guys. For Adam and Eleanor, marriage is an affirmation of life, an undying commitment to a spiritual, emotional, and intellectual bond between two people. It is created from the purest of friendship and respect and love, which they definitely have. The institution of marriage is not entered into lightly, because it symbolises commitment at every level. Together you will continue to meet the challenges and obstacles of life head-on. So the friendship you have nurtured until at last you realise you wanted to be together always. So now, in the presence of all those you hold dearest, this is the difficult minute, guys. It's time to declare your love and commit to this great adventure together. Who's going to do the first vow? So Adam.
Smasher. The last time we both stood in front of a load of people, I said that I love you an unquantifiable amount. But I don't think that's true. It can be quantified. It can be quantified by how heart-achingly happy you make me, how much more I like you compared to most other people, and how little I care about those big, scary parts of life when we're together. It can be quantified by how empty a room feels when you've left it, how a bad day never lasts that long when you're around, and how excited I am by what's to come. It can be quantified by the number of times we laugh every day, and it can be quantified by the sweatiness of my palms right now. I'm not sure what the measurement of all this is, but I hope this ring goes some way to represent it. Love you.
Adam, thank you for twisting my arm. I never thought marriage was for me, and now it seems it will be forever. From our flamboyant first meeting to that ridiculous proposal, you've always surprised and delighted me, and made me laugh and feel loved all at the same time. Time and time again, you've shown me that you're a better man than anyone I know, and I'm just so proud of who you've become. And today, I'm not just getting you, I'm getting your family as well, in an absolutely bonkers mother-in-law, and the best second dad I could ever ask for, the strongest and sweetest, although he doesn't show it, Ross, and the most generous and fabulous little brother in Josh, not to mention this nanny over here who looks absolutely delightful in leopard print. Yes, Nanny Chips! And I can't forget Hannah and Jory. Hannah, you're hilarious. Jory, you're just so handsome. It's just ridiculous. And Toby and Tess, you're just the light of everyone's lives. I adore you. Thank you for letting me be a part of it all. So, as you know, I'm not good at this soppy stuff, but I just want you to know I am your biggest fan. And despite the fact that you are the strangest dancer I've ever seen, you're ridiculously bougie, you tell a story in all the boring bits, and I don't know how you manage it. But you look absolutely brilliant naked. And if you keep that up, I can't expect to see this going wrong. Now take this ring and seal the deal.
Ellie, you may now kiss your husband.
Come on and do what you wanna do. Touch my mind. Hey, can't you hear the way I'm breathing? Good loving, your good loving, I know. Oh, it's all that I've been needing. You bring out the woman in me, yeah.
Perfect timing. Let's go.
The way I'm wanting you, the way I'm needing you. You've got the power over me. All my mind belongs to you. All my mind belongs to you. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come love me. Take me, I'm yours. Take me, I am yours, baby. Take me, I'm yours, my love. Take me, I am yours, my love.
It's so great that all of Ellie and Adam's closest people are able to be here to celebrate this incredible day. And what a weird fucking bunch you all are. So we've got property moguls. We've got professional coffee bean roasters. Where are you, William? Yes. We've got tuba players. Edward. NHS heroes. Jodie Jones. Holly Hinton. Retired wine enthusiasts. Trevor McDonald's personal portrait painter, Francesca Curry. Creatives, educators, DJs, actors. Loved you in that Samsung advert, Lou. Beautiful. And even a mediocre historian. Hey! What a messed up, magnificent collection of atoms you all are. Thank you for being brilliant and here. Adam. He was not always the ripe-butted, oiled-biceped, forehead-shelved king that you see today. I first met that gobby little shit in the sixth form common room, complete with skateboard, skinniest of jeans, and a haircut that his mum thought was trendy. We asked ourselves, the big questions about life, like, is Big Adam still dancing? What will happen if we take 30 Pro Plus tablets? And will Andy's stash ever run out? Never! Okay. I first met Ellie in 1989 when our eyes locked across the womb, and I knew that it was the start of something magical. But seriously, this bit was super hard to write. I mean, it is just impossible to sum you up. Okay, so how do you explain the last 31 years that we've spent in each other's pockets? We've spent our lives together from the moment Mum began contemplating curtain fabrics. I will never do justice to all that you are, but here goes. I thought that was the bit I was going to lose it. Okay, Bean, you are stunning, surprising, and so very, very silly all the time. So someone once described Ellie as a social grenade because you just pull the pin out, throw her into any situation, she explodes, and everyone charms the pants off everyone with her charisma, uniqueness, nerve, talent, and tiny tits. I've never met anyone who is able to make every moment a joy. Every tiny little seemingly inconsequential moment is made more special with her by your side. And I've been lucky enough to have you by my side for as long as it's been about. But everyone here and those who can't be are so ridiculously proud of you both. And for me, it's been an absolute honour to watch two of my favourite people make each other so happy for so long. Oh. And I know that you're getting married, but you'll never settle down. And Ad, you've been family since we were 16, and we're just making it official. So that all feels totally right and special. Right. Where's my drink? To you both, stay happy, healthy, and horny!
Other than possessing an unusual tendency to absolutely gun for me when intoxicated, Lib has been in my corner from the outset. There aren't many people I have laughed or cried with as hard, scaled more buildings for, or felt as accepted by than Lib. It's a friendship exclusive of me and Elle, but made all the stronger by it. And aside from today, she's always been for my sister. To Libby. To Libby. And from the maid of honour to the bridesmaids, Jodie, Fran and Hope, you all look absolutely incredible. Sexy. Thank you for everything that you've done and you do. We would be lost without you. Whatever your individual quirks, drawing my mates naked, insisting on having your wedding on my birthday, still won't forgive you for that, or being weirdly similar to me, I've got best friends in all of you. And actually, in celebration of that, Martin's agreed to buy you all champagne. Yeah. So, there you go. Yeah. To Jodie, Fran and Hope, the bridesmaids. Jill. Oh, Jill. My persistent ribbing aside, I probably wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for you. So, thank you for always flying my flag, helping me hatch a multitude of harebrained plans to win Ellie over, and perhaps most importantly, for understanding the grave and serious importance of my relationship with pizza. Yes, thank you. Thank you. To Jill. To Jill. Mum and Dad, in biological terms, I really wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. In 1984, 1990, and 1993, you valiantly engaged in 3 separate and one-off instances of coitus. So, yeah. To Mum and Dad getting busy. To Mum and Dad getting busy. Let's do it. Just 3 times. Yeah. But in all seriousness, there are few words to better describe the home we were given to grow up in than perfect. And from day one, you welcomed Ellie into that perfect home and considered her family, even though she was from Galston. Once again, to Mum and Dad. Mum and Dad. Ah, my best men. I'm not going to say too much about you. Everyone here knows how much I love you, and in a few short minutes, you'll be doing your own speeches where people can make up their own minds about you. So just bear that in mind. 2 of you by blood and 2 by circumstance, you're all my brothers. Thank you for the support, the counsel, the hijinks, and the ridiculousness that we've shared. To Ross, Josh, Martin, and Lewis. The worst thing about that is I had to read your names. I've momentarily forgotten. And before I talk about this one, it would be remiss of me not to say a huge thanks to all of you for sharing today with us and officially welcome you to our wedding. Over the last 18 months, the world has been somewhat of an omni-shambles. We've all shared restrictions and anxieties, and for us, on a wholly selfish level, that makes today all the more special. We're putting the journeys made, the moments shared, and the dancing to be done on a pedestal of appreciation. I think today isn't just a celebration for us, it's a celebration for everyone. In this small rural pocket of beautiful Norfolk, being able to enjoy each other in a fleeting moment of normality. Thank you again. Here's to you, to all of you. Thank you. And now to Elle. It's safe to say I will now never be bored. Ellie can find fun or mischief in anything. Be it spontaneous dance routines or midweek quizzes about tits, papier-mâchéing everything and anything, or constant requests to play Quasar, a blank canvas will never be blank to Ellie. Most recently, lockdown is the perfect example of this. We have journeyed across the globe through the food that we've eaten, partaken in various forms of amateur dramatics, and made an array of nonsensical videos. Nonsensical, not... Yeah. We made clay models, mostly of pigs and penises. We dressed up, dressed down, and we swapped clothes. Battled each other in imaginary gauntlets, broke limbs, and learnt new skills. We've done a lot of weird and wonderful stuff, but we weren't bored, nor will we ever be. And I think this ability to make everything fun lies in how much love Ellie has to give. And for such a small little bean, I'm not sure how her heart fits in there. Your fart, yeah, I definitely said fart. Thanks, Elle. I don't know how they fit in there either, because they are massive. Oh dear. Which makes this line even better. This is undoubtedly the thing that drew me to Elle when we first met. That unrelenting and unbounded love for everything and everyone. How does someone have the energy to be that positive all of the time? I think you can all agree that it becomes quite tiring after a while. But with an ability to smile at the most inconsequential of happenings, I'm often left smiling and laughing too, usually for no plausible reason, other than Ellie and that annoyingly infectious charm. At this point, I would like to break things up with a good old-fashioned list. As most of you will know, they're one of my favourite things. So, one moment. If you're sitting comfortably, I shall begin. 324,115 responses of no. 819 elbow grease-fueled sessions of buffing the cooker hob. 459 times we left the pub, club, or social engagement early. 244 times we didn't go at all. 38 occasions she could absolutely not do that. 102 answers of I'm okay when I'm probably not. 64 pairs of trainers I couldn't afford. And 97 takeaways she didn't even want. 1,003 plays of any Bob Marley track, no matter the mood or occasion. And one time I felt I needed to even the playing field and dumped her. Yeah. It wasn't. I have the microphone. It was not mutual. These are just the outcomes of some of my frustrating idiosyncrasies that Ellie puts up with, and more than that, retains her unwavering sense of positivity along the way, making me a much better person than if she wasn't around. It's all of these things and a mind-bending many more that I love about Elle. Her perpetual smile, ability to whip up a meal from anything, and all those meandering, largely fabricated stories. Because why, in her words, would you let the truth get in the way of a good story? She's my best mate, and she's all right, you know. So let's not stand on ceremony and raise a glass to Ellie. To Ellie. To you. There we go. The boys.
It's getting real.
The way of tears, a mixture of dusty misery and death.
Playing with my life, a journey of bleeding feet and individuals.
Bloody strange that, wasn't it? On the 18th of July, 1990, a beloved bundle of joy was birthed into this world. Adam Padraic Javes. Amanda Javes. All I can say is thank God he was a C-section. Am I right?
Big head!
Am
He's
I
got
right?
a massive head. He has a massive
Jesus fucking
head.
Christ, he was a big un. But, age 3, there was a new kid on the block, and his name was Josh.
Okay, girl!
The two were thick as thieves. They truly were inseparable. They did everything together. True best friends. Woo! And truly best friends and fellow S Club 7 enthusiasts. I will say it now. Hit it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for Adam and Ellie. When the world leaves you feeling blue, you can count on me. I will be there for you.
It's a joint, darling. It's a comedy joint. Recreational activity.
There we go.
Legalize.
With a fresh perspective, he skipped off to college to embark on a new chapter in his life. Lewis, take it away.
Chapter 2, bitches! Yo, we talking about motherfucking college up in this bitch. This was the moment everything was set into place for not only Adam and Ellie, but for a lot of us here today celebrating the love of these absolute champions, baby. On the way to a class, as I walked to a hallway door, I saw the man, the myth, the legend himself also walk to the same door. I believe I opened it first and offered him to come through. Our eyes finally touching each other's souls for the first time. He smiled politely, accepted my generosity, and the rest was history. I proceeded to MySpace stalk him. In his bio, I remembered that he said he loved Spider-Man comics, music, and rock climbing, and my prepubescent willy tingled the most it had since I first ever saw The Matrix. I sent him a cheeky DM. He responded. And that was that. Let the endless mighty Bush quotes commence. Why you not like my pie? It is a trick pie. Before long, Ellie and Adam started dating, and Ellie was finally introduced to the Javes family. In she comes, the kitchen door swinging open, and there they were, Amanda frantically throwing together a spag bowl, while Josh tap dance for the nans as pre-dinner entertainment. Finally, the original king of big dick energy himself, Stevie J, a.k.a. Mr. Bond, walks through the door with a linen beige suit, and it was safe to say Ellie was hooked, part of the family.
For everyone, thank you so much for being here. I haven't planned a speech quite clearly, but what I would like you to do, all now that you're all in one place, you bunch of cats to herd, can I please have you all to stand, and you see that corrugated iron door there, I want you to bang on it as hard as you can. Everyone down there, just bang on the door. Bang on the door. Let the party commence!